Hey, I'm Laura Robinson. Today we're sitting down with Team Oceann, candidates for University Students' Council President and Vice President. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
How's the campaigning going so far?
It's been awesome so far. It's really great to see how many people are engaged with our booth and how many people are engaged with the election in general. And I hope to see a lot more engagement in the next days to come.
Yeah, I can add to that. You know, like looking at these elections as a student is so different from being in the election. I think now we can really appreciate how much work the other slates that have run before us have put in. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of almost like a humbling experience to kind of be in it, but it's a cool opportunity.
Okay, well with that, first question, what does the best student experience look like to Team Oceann?
I think like at the end of the day, the best student experience involves making sure that everyone on our campus is happy. Making sure that every student feels like there's an opportunity outside the classroom to kind of learn, an opportunity to kind of, you know, like university is great because you get to learn stuff, but it should also be one of the most fun parts of your life. So I think that's what we want the student experience to kind of look like.
Awesome. So speaking of the student experience, mental health support is an incredibly indispensable resource on campus, especially with Bell Let's Talk coming up next week. It's really in the spotlight, so mental health is really on the forefront right now. What would your presidency do to reshape student wellness?
So we've tackled a lot of different ideas in our platform in regards to mental health, anywhere from academic accommodation to additional support for SOFs, who are the core bridge between our resources and our first years, and they really need to be taken care of. We are looking forward to implementing proactive approaches from guided mindfulness that is already offered on campus and allowing accessibility to that service on a universal level on our campus. And just generally helping students understand that there are services on campus and there are ways to cope, and helping them realize that breathing is a great way to tackle the anxiety and stress that is brought up by our experience here at Western.
And also with Bell Let's Talk coming up next week, I think something that's important to realize is that, you know, Bell Let's Talk is awesome, but let's talk every single day about mental health.
Awesome. All right, so the next question is, if you are elected, what would be the first mandate that you would implement? What do you see as most pressing?
I think the first thing that we want to make sure occurs is with the first students who arrive back on campus, and that's with our softening community. So I think, actually no, I believe that we need better support for our softs, and so we kind of outlined that in our platform. You know, maybe having some social workers available at the Wellness Education Center and that soft care station. So making sure that our softs are really being taken care of, because they are, in my opinion, I mean, I've been a soft 3 times, right? So they really are what drive the student experience at Western.
So mental wellness would be one of your first initiatives then?
I would just want to highlight that a lot of students aren't aware that our job starts in the summer. And I recently got asked a similar question, and I really want to emphasize that every single aspect of our platform is on there because we want it to happen. And we're going to take advantage of our summer here at Western to work as hard as we can so that by the time students are back in September, every single aspect of our platform is either already implemented or in the process of being brought.
Awesome. Good to hear. So next question, we're going to talk homecoming for a moment. What is your take on the ever controversial move of the date of homecoming? Students want to know.
I lived right off of Brofdale until this year, so I was devastated. We chose that area of London specifically because of homecoming, just of how amazing the experience is. I've had friends visit from pretty much every university in the area just for HOCO, and it is something that I will be passionately looking for a way to bring back. But I will definitely work with administration to make sure that the days that we do choose to party on Brofdale, whether it's the recognized HOCO or the FOCO, is properly taken care of by our municipality and our administration.
So making sure students are safe?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you know, students at Western are very passionate about school spirit. And so the administration might have changed the HOCO date, but I don't think that's going to stop students from having a bit of fun. But as your USC execs next year, I think our priority will be to make sure that students are safe. Whether that's handing out water bottles, whether that's having programming on campus where we can kind of have our eyes on the students, just making sure they're safe.
Okay. So last question, what do you like most about Team Pratt Chang's platform?
They have a lot of similar points in terms of headlines. I think they took a lot of effort into their mental health idea and into the titles and the pillars. We sort of align in regards to the services that Western needs to offer students. If Rav has anything in specific that you...
I really do appreciate the fact that there are points that we agree on. Like, there are clear issues on campus and at Western that the student body faces, and we agree on them. I guess we disagree on how we want to tackle those issues, and that's totally fine. That's what this process is about. But at the end of the day, whoever gets elected into the USC offices, I know me and Danny had this conversation. And I'm sure he agrees still, and I think we all agree in this race. We want voter turnout to be high. We want students to vote, and we want them to be part of the democratic process.
Some solidarity among candidates.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna move into our speed round now. I'm gonna give you 2 options, and you both just have to choose one. Quick. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Briefs.
Spoke bagels, jalapeno cheddar, or mushroom Swiss?
Jalapeno cheddar.
Mushroom Swiss.
Oh my
all the
God.
way, man. What?
Next one, seeps or frogs?
Seeps.
Frogs.
Toby or Landon?
Tobin.
Tobin. Interesting. You have to pick one. No, I can't do this.
Landon.
I have to choose the slate.
Wait, next one, just in time's sake. Getting attacked by a Western goose or falling into the Thames?
Thames. You get to swim. Ocean loves to swim.
Exactly.
But then you shower and you're clean.
I'm not hugging you anymore. Let's go with getting attacked by a goose.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. Western, don't forget to vote February 5th and 6th at westernvotes.com. Thank you again.